Yeah, man, you good.
Alright, first off, I want to say Kal, Halal Yamla, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak, Dash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways doing this work in all sincerity and in all honesty. Know where the Kingston Jamaica camp. Out here again, another Saturday to prophesy the downfall of this wicked system, yo. Right? And the pending destruction at hand. You see me? So, a very hot topic right now on the street is basically gas price going out of bounds, yo. Every week the gas price go up and people are complaining. Now them a say, yo, bus fare go raise again. You understand me? And everybody been asking, want to minimum wage. Nothing is being done about it. You get me? Give me Haggai.
Have it. Haggai 1 and 6. I'm sorry, 5. He said, no, therefore consider. No, therefore does say the Lord of hosts, consider your ways.
Right? This is what we're coming out here and declaring unto you, you see me? We're basically the oracles are the prophets of the Most High. We speak basically the truth of the scriptures to bring the Lord's message unto you. So here's what the Lord has read again.
Now therefore does say the Lord of hosts,
Right.
consider your ways. Ye have sown much and bring in little.
Right?
Ye eat, but ye have not enough.
Right?
Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
Right.
Ye clothe you, but there is none warm, and he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
And that's exactly what's happened to a lot of our people. Because right now, the price increase on food, right? People are complaining about KFC raised must 5-6 times, and you don't realize that all the other major food places are also being increased. You get me? Chicken, Jamaica prime dish. You get me? Yeah, Jamaica prime dish where most, if not all Jamaicans eat, gone up. You understand me? As I said, fuel prices gone up. You understand? Even the regular day-to-day living where people would go buy bread, everything will go up, yo. You understand me? And the most I say, you consider your ways because of the sins that you do. What your forefathers do and you people doing up until this day. You get me? Abominable foods, sleeping with other men's women, you see me, worshipping false god, all of these things, yo. And the Most High gonna judge you people. And this is just one of the things that's coming, yo. This is what they call a precursor to the famine, yo.
Yep.
You see me?
Because there are serious disruptions in the food supply chain globally, not just in Jamaica. In a few months ago, a whole chicken cut up, they could pack them in a supermarket. The best dressed chicken was like $1,500, $1,400. Now at $2,100, $2,200.
Yeah, man, I
You see
listen
me?
to them now.
Yeah,
Fuck.
so the price will go up more. Every time you go to the supermarket and you buy the exact same things, the price will go up every time. You see
Basket
me?
will start getting less.
Yeah, your basket will get less. You carry less and less bags to the supermarket when you go to the supermarket.
And as the brother said, so the topic is what? Inflation. Inflation is what? When you constantly put in, for example, a balloon, you constantly blow in air into it, it swells till it bursts. And that's what going to happen to this whole economy. This whole economy is inflating, and they're going to burst one day, which the elite think that they're doing this on purpose because their plan is to collapse the world economy so they can bring in a digital dollar. You know?
Right now, Jamaica just passed IMF testing us, so them alright.
Think they alright.
Since we
Anyway, this is Nehemiah 5 verse 1. It said, and there was a great cry of the people and their wives against their brethren the Jews, for their word that said, we, our sons and our daughters are many. Therefore we take up corn for them that we may eat and live.
Right.
Some also their word that said, we have mortgaged our lands, vineyards and houses that we might buy corn because of the dirt.
Yep.
There were also that said, we have borrowed money from the king's tribute,
Right.
for the king's tribute, which is tax,
Right.
and that upon our lands and vineyards. Yet now our flesh is as the flesh of our brethren, our children as their children, and lo, we bring into bondage our sons and daughters to be servants.
Exactly, because guess what? Them put themselves, all them have for food, yo. You understand me? And only thing left for themselves. You see me?
Yeah.
And if you've been following the media, basically, the global crisis with this whole pandemic thing, you get me? When you look, the global, what you call it, supply chain get cut off, yo. Everything gets slow up.
There's a
And
disruption.
exactly, and due to that such a disruption, everything now will kick off same time.
Canada truckers them still at protest.
Apparently, it gone global now.
Yeah.
There is Israel, some
Yes,
parts
eh?
of Europe.
And a lot of those truckers, you know, especially from Canada, you know, responsible for transporting a lot of resources
Con,
into America,
con.
you know.
You see me? And because of that, the American economy get boof a certain way, and America get tight to almost every part of the world. So basically, once American economy start fall, the whole world will start fall behind. You get me? And when you look, one of the main thing is we help towards is when Trump was in power, and Trump is like, yo, stimulus check for everybody. You get one, you get one, you get one, and you pump so much money in the economy when so little good. So when you look, inflation have to happen. You understand me?
The problem is the economic model we have is based on two things: debt, you see me, and overconsumption.
Yep.
You see me. In order for businesses to be profitable in that economy, people have to constantly overconsume.
Yep.
You see me. If you take for example a bank, the primary income of banks have is otherwise from investments is a loan products, credit cards, loans, mortgages. You see me. And in order for them to continually make profit, people have to continually take loans. And in order for you to continually take loans, you have to continually have other things where you want to consume. New electronics, food, car, house, and there's only so much that you can buy as an individual.
Yep.
You see me? So the whole idea is take on more debt so you can buy more stuff.
Yep.
And if for one day, you see me, that whole overconsumption debt model slow down, things get fucked. And the same thing cause economic crises in the 90s, 1930s, and the bubble of 2000, 2008, 2007, them
Yeah.
time there. And the same thing are going on now.
Yep.
You see me, countries and individuals are over-consuming.
Yep.
You see me? And in order for you to continue to survive, people have to continue to over-consume. You see me? Which is it's ridiculous. You understand? So
Cycle.
one day, the roosters are going to come home, the chickens are come home to roost. The bubbles are going to burst.
Yep.
Yep.
Precept, so that precept where you just read, it say people are gonna sell themselves the bread, yo. We see examples in that in Venezuela recently, isn't it?
Yeah?
Just look on Venezuela and economy now, and what was done to it a few years ago. Yeah, man.
And on a global scale, people are going to take the charagma in order to feed themselves.
Yep.
Yep.
Isn't
In-
it? That's another way
yeah.
they're going to sell themselves into slavery.
We play out in same thing I play out in a Nehemiah 5.
Yeah.
Same thing I go on now.
And
But no, this time. Eh?
Genesis 47.
And a Genesis,
Me read it
exactly.
too.
Exactly, man.
It's Genesis 47:15, and when money failed in the land of Egypt, right, which it leads a plan to do, steal the money and bring in them new thing. And in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence, for the money faileth? And Joseph said, give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle if money fail.
Yep.
And they brought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses, and for the flocks, and for the cattle of the herds, and for the asses. And he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year. When that year was ended, they came unto him the second year and said, we will not hide it from my Lord, how that our money is spent. My Lord also has our cattle, our herds of cattle. There is not aught left in the sight of my Lord but our bodies and our lands.
Exactly. You see me? And look from back then, you see me, it's not as bad now. Now as the brother say, yo, overconsumption is happening, yo. You get me? So imagine what's gonna happen now. And even just the other day, I think Bank of Jamaica put out them new logo for advertise their digital currency. No cash, no problem. Yeah, can. You understand me? And that's a matter of being pushed, because now the bank is telling everybody, say, look, if you go to an ATM machine, you're going to be taxed. You see me? Just to draw your own money. You understand me? Because why? They're promoting that digital system moving towards the charagma. You understand me? So Esau with Engol, and these are the little nitpicks when plan out and sketch out, you see me? Where the Most High prophesied from before, and in history has happened before, that we're coming out here and to warn you people of, yo. Continue.
Right. Wherefore shall we die before thine eyes, both we and our land?
Right.
Buy us and our land for bread, and we and our land will be servants unto Pharaoh, and give us seed that we may live and not die, that the land be not desolate.
Exactly, and I promise you this. Don't feel say you can go and say you're going to sell yourself to the government for bread and so, because the government already sell you already. You see me? a lot of the Jamaican resources has been sold off already. You see me? And now there's nothing where Big Nose and him cabinet can say we have this left,
And
we can turn over.
pretty much as I said earlier, you see me, this is exactly tying to what happened with the Carag, man. You see me? As them words were, buy us and our land for bread.
Con.
You see me? So when the physical cash fail and them bring in them digital system to perfection, you see me, and then they move it from an app on a phone, you see me, to that charagma, you see me, then people are gonna say, oh yeah, me I gonna take it. Why? Because me need to eat.
Yep.
You see me, people do the same thing with the jobs recently.
Con.
You see me, I know everybody look like idiot kind of place I walk back. You see me? But a lot of people were threatened with their jobs, you see me, both here and globally.
Yep.
You see me? And them end up take it. So them say buy us. Pretty much that's what them do. You see me? You've given over your body, you see me, to the system in order for you to continue to earn wages. You see me?
So like a prime example, and that perfect example is when the health minister Tufton was going on his campaign at the time. You get me? And Tufton was like saying, you know, take the job, and somebody said we don't have water in our scheme, yo. Man say, yo, take the job and you'll get the water, yo. You understand me? Imagine that on a bigger basis, yo. You're not able to afford food because everything moved digital now. Your cash irrelevant. You understand me?
So that's why the scripture said that like that, you know. This is Revelation 13 and verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast,
Right?
that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Exactly.
And he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right,
That-
God, and just case and point on this too, you know. Don't feel so when all of this start happening. Cause you already said in the first part, it caused that all who don't worship the beast should be what killed. So no feel so when all of this gone, you can run go up a bubble hill. You see me? Or find piece of empty land for farm and you can live off of the land and avoid all this. There's no escaping this, yo.
them are a part of the
Sustainable
sustainable development
God.
goals is to move people to sustainable housing.
Yeah.
Urbanization.
Yes, pretty much urbanization. And even Big Nose, you said a couple years back, you see me, when some heavy storms go on and some people
Yes,
out washer and thing, you see me, and him say, yo, you know, we need to see about moving the people
I'ma
into
learn.
sustainable living areas.
And
I'm learning, you know.
You might learn, exactly.
Never let a good crisis go to
Right,
waste. You never
exactly.
learn.
You
And him
see
say,
me? So
you know,
which is
some
why-
man don't want to move in, but
You're going to have to move. Yeah, which is why you see me them a partner with the NHT to build up one bag of different housing schemes. You see me?
Our
to
housing
get people-
complex,
our
yeah.
housing complex to get people, you know, to move to them areas, because the idea is
Projects
to
Mabel.
urbanize the population, because and then also to have an inclusive population. Because him said, you know, an interview with Bloomberg about the whole digital dollar.
Yeah.
You see me? Him said that over 90% of the population have access to a cell phone.
Yeah.
You see me? But over 70% don't have a bank account or have a bank account that's dormant.
Yeah.
So him say if we can have people being able to transact digital transactions on their phone, then that means that we have more people being included
Yep.
in the economy.
Yep.
You see me? AKA have you on the grid. You
Yeah.
see me? Because if you just get cash to pay and them thing there and you never use a bank account, your transactions are not monitored.
Yeah.
You see me? And we don't know what you do. And you can hide your income tax from the government.
Yep.
You see me? You go in the area, collect a shitload. But that's the idea.
yeah.
You see me?
They want to have a digital footprint on them, you get me? And a case and point on that is the Cash App in America, you get me? Almost everybody use that. So almost everybody is already on the grid.
Right.
And they want to put it out here.
Yeah,
Continue.
which is what Link is, yeah.
Con-
You know, bad them like it. Say, and that no man might buy or sell save either at the mark
Right?
or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
You see me? And that mark go back to karagma, yo, you see me? Which means a carving or marking in the flesh, you see me? When you look up the word for karagma, you go back to karax, you see me? A paler incision or puncture with a sharp tool, you get me? Which goes back to the syringe, you see me? And when you look up the root word for that, it goes to grapho, which means written information. In this case, it's going to be digital information, because the CM implantable device that them are use can hold over 20,000 pages, yo. Passport information, travel documents, that means your bus card, every little thing needed. ESA already have all of this put together on a framework or a grid or software already ready for implementing the world, yo. So ESA just need
Just
to put,
needs-
yeah, can. So ESA just need to put the little necessary things in place, like messing up the economy, you see me? Crashing the dollar.
Creating the right
Put-
crisis.
That's why the word cause come it.
Can.
You know, the word is a cause, you have these little things where you put in place. You know, it's like a diversion, like that send you go there, so.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
What's the hand here?
Yeah,
Fuck
but
with the hand here.
yeah, you know, the interest rate going up and you know the unemployment interest rate,
Benefits to
the
swing with
benefits.
these
This
systems.
and we mentioned something the last time. You know, the discouragement of using cash.
Can.
So go up on the digital platform. You have things like with them implement during the pandemic, like ends. You have, you know, different things where them come in with. The pandemic serve the purpose, so that's why
Yep.
them can say how them want ease measures now. You know, it served the purpose where them actually did
Use
want.
it as a catalyst.
Exactly, man.
So they forward them system.
Yep.
To give the world reasons why it need to improve and go that way. Because I think a lot of politicians actually said that. They said that the pandemic exposed certain weaknesses that we had in the society. Isn't
That's
it?
part of Big No song.
Yeah.
Him always say it.
Right. So when them say that now, them say, okay, now that this has been exposed to us, we need to go that way in order to fix it and prepare for whatever comes next.
Yes.
He say, yo, if we did have the
Yes.
NIDS in place, enough more people could have get help. And that's him
Yes,
saying that.
Definitely. Remember it like, yes, you said that?
So him say, them say by this year, the NIDS card, them are going to start roll out.
Yeah.
You see me and them thing there. But the idea is to have one identity for you. You see me, that's connected to everything.
Yep.
You see me? And eventually, it will also connect to your social media life.
Yep.
You see me? Because nowadays, you know, when you apply to certain companies, you know, like big companies, you know, they want to know
Your
your
Facebook
Twitter
account and
handle.
your Twitter, yeah.
Tell me about Facebook again. More know about your Twitter handle. You see me? If you have a TikTok or an Instagram or your LinkedIn and them things, but not going to Facebook again. You see me? Facebook actually lose money now for the first time in its history.
So they might
Because
try- they
the
might-
amount of people that are leaving is
Your
more than the amount of
TikTokers,
people that are
joining,
coming.
yeah.
But you got TikTok.
I wonder if that's why them had the rebrand. Have a rebrand? Or is
Yeah,
it
That's
Meta?
why I'm
Meta.
rebrand to Meta,
Meta.
but them still get fucked.
No, but unreally that Meta never Meta no enough
Is that
keep
Meta?
the whole system.
Okay.
Meta about virtual reality.
Virtual reality.
Yeah,
So
but
in a really
It not work out. Whosoever is somebody is against them because a big bad news that come out about it. People get raped. You see me?
You know Meta?
People get mentally abused. I be a foolish that come out about it. You see me? Because people are say, yo, certain laws need to come out. Like laws that we have in the physical world need to translate over to that
Metaverse,
realm
yeah.
before we can create that. Because they must say, yo, people are buy land in the metaverse. People are buy actual clothes and
Tens of
brand.
thousands of dollars.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Tens of thousands of
Like you
dollars.
legit, I buy land and say my
Yo.
own piece of land
Somebody own work gardens, you see me?
in the
The
metaverse. Anyway, this is Micah 2 verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands.
You see me? And that is Esau, perfect example, yo. You see me? When the scripture say when the morning is light, they practice it. You get me? It means basically any opportunity them get, you see me? As the asked earlier, never let a good crisis go to waste.
And they make it crisis.
Can't. You see me? So any opportunity them get for really push forward them agenda or the goal, they will take it, yo. Because that's
Yeah, Salaka.
because of something they've been planning for decades, yo. You understand me? The needs was back in when 1997
1970s.
or 1970s. But then them come up with the needs, and then them renamed it back or bring it up back in 2011. You see me? It came as a big topic in the Golding administration. No, in the Andrew administration, I want big something them need to push. Them need to push out there. Them need to make it
Right.
prominent.
Yeah,
You get me?
because as we Andrew said, which is true, the world a move towards a digital economy, and if basically when say if Jamaica don't keep up, they might get left behind, which is true. But there's a sinister what them not expose or tell the people them the whole end goal of this thing is sinister. You know what I mean? The whole plan of it is a sinister plan.
Yup.
You see me I say because what is the end goal? What them really want to accomplish? New world order with people have chipping at them.
Chattel.
You know, being slave out of, just like what happened in Genesis 35 when the famine hit and people have to sell over there, give over themselves to be slaves. Just like what happened in Nehemiah 5. That's what they want. They want people to be servitude and they want to control people. That's how they get important.
In every sense of the word. When I say slavery, means slavery in every. We're not talking about no civil servant.
No.
Or no in a this capacity or that capacity. In its truest form, where empires from ages ago would always do.
Yep.
Full on servants and lords.
Yes.
No
That is
blurring
it.
of the line.
Yep. Yep.
This is Baruch 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us.
Well, and now we have people with the mentality like, you know, slavery don't exist. Yeah, you know, if them free, oh, slavery a long time thing, forgive and forget. Well, what master want to do, or what you look at master, he want to show yourself, you're still a master.
Yep.
You see me, I say, me want to show yourself, you know, a dictatorship now. I show yourself, I go rule with rigor. See?
Somebody get they said this borrower is a servant to the lender.
Finish it.
Because you have fiat currencies for a reason.
For a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers.
Hey, the last time we were in Africa, we say servants, a slave pay a tax. A man said, no brother, yo, no, we mention tribute and tax. Him say, yo, tribute no mean tax. So we have to go in a dictionary now, because that you have to do with niggas, you know, you have to go in a dictionary.
And now when you bring out the definition, no what does it mean because you never get the word, don't you? Your word. Your word. Dictionary wrong.
Exactly.
You know? So yeah, you say you have to be subjected and to payments.
Yep.
See? Go on again.
Yeah, which is what we have to know. You get me? Hence the price increase in almost every walk of life we are going on, yo. And basically the economy and the people are get a squeeze. You see me? And them a speak and a ball like little rodents there trapped in the cage where Esau put them as lab rats to do what you need to do. You get me? Experiment or whatnot.
Proverbs 22:7, the rich ruleth over the poor,
Right.
and the borrower is a servant to the lender.
A lot of people don't understand the concept of slavery. Right? First of all, it tells us, say, as the scripture said, the borrower is a servant to the lender. The promissory notes, them basically mean you hold debt.
Yep.
So the fact that I use fiat currency means, say, there's a servant to whosoever produce those notes because they're in debt to debt. Slavery is just one thing. The concept of slavery nowadays is whip across the back. That's one aspect of slavery. If you're looking at Asian societies, you have Asian society where you have slaves, and you have the people that deal with them slaves good. Not every time slavery I want it's a scripture tell about ruling in rigor. And every master slave relationship is one of rigor. It's just that the one that our people got was one of rigor. But in any society thrive, you're gonna have masters and you're gonna have slaves. Masters rule, slaves work.
Yes.
You see me? You have somebody where they have somebody look here. The master them have a plan or something need to get done, and the slaves them bring forth that plan to life with them labor.
Yep.
It's as simple as that.
Yep.
Go on.
This is Matthew 17 and 25. He said, yes, and when he was come into the house, Yahushua prevented him, saying, what thinkest thou, Simon? Of whom do the kings of the earth take custom or tribute?
So you have the kingdom, and them take custom or tribute. Kingdom are the one them will rule. Right? So that means that the one them will give custom or tribute. As a matter of fact, continue precept, it will say it perfect.
Yep.
Of whom do the kings of the earth take custom or tribute? Of their own children or of strangers?
Exactly. And that's
Continue.
Oh.
Peter said unto him, of strangers. Yahushua said unto him, then are the children free?
He said, yeah, man, he make you know.
He said, then are the
Then
children,
are the children free?
the children of the kings are free.
Yeah, man, them free.
They are the ones that are not paying tax.
Me not gonna make my son pay tax, brother. I'm picking them. Picking them can't pay tax on me a king. Yeah, and that's how it is. You know, this when you have rulers, for them people not subjected to tax, subjected to payments.
I really
Stranger.
you know, them say that tax is to run the government, but I don't really say going on. You know, like you have mafia, and the mafia control a neighborhood. You see me, everybody in the neighborhood have to give some money to the mafia. The IMF and the World Bank and them thing there, them are the mafia.
Yep.
And all of the third world country them, even the first world country them, have to pay money to big banks them. You see me? That's what it's all about.
Because
100% of the money don't go to run in the country. That's a lie.
And them send them agents.
but no, Salak, but look on the amount of money you collected in a tax.
Just income tax alone.
Could have fixed up the whole fucking Jamaica.
Yeah.
10
Then
times over.
And,
You
then,
collect-
and, then, and if you look on GCT, it's pay for everything. You see me? And then now we get revealed, say, 45% of the price of gas is taxes. So now people are saying, oh, the government need to temporarily just cut it so people can afford the gas. 45% of the cost of gas, you know, is actually taxes to the government, you know. The government put more than one tax per fuel, you know.
that's
So
why
we
them
have to pay tax,
filthy.
you know. Even alcohol, you know. There's a tax on alcohol, you know, to drink alcohol, you know. So the rum we are drink actually there than we're supposed to be.
And
And
that
the government tax
yeah,
it.
and that's why you can't. That's why even the spirit selling spirit, you like
have to have a
alcohol, you have to have a license. You have to be
Yeah.
a licensed distributor,
Yeah.
and you can't even ship alcohol.
Yeah, because
You see?
them boss some group of men will try bottle and sell that.
Yeah, man, you can't. You have a problem, man. And we find that out the other day. I got FedEx. Man, you can't do that. You can't export spirit. You have to be a licensed distributor for
They are
that.
big head. I'm big company.
As in you can't send a buckle of rum go for it.
Nah, man, you're mad, man.
You
You
can't
came
make
carry
it, you
from
can't
plane, my
produce
youth.
Yeah, problem.
it. You can't produce it.
Came carry from plane.
So when people fly down for Friday and carry rum go for it, that
Now I want
cut
them
out.
buy it at the airport. Yeah.
You
They're
can't
not
ship
supposed
it,
to
can't
travel
export
with
it.
it. Anyone
You're
them,
supposed to-
them see them at take it.
Certain liquids them not make it pass.
You know what them have to do? For example, you see certain alcohol, certain beverage or alcoholic beverage having alcohol in it, them have to label it as, for example, sorrel beer. Them have to just say sorrel. Them have to label it as sorrel for you to actually go through custom. Magnum, them have to use it as a wine. They can't even mention wine, them have to use it as a tonic.
Just a tonic.
Them have to just say tonic for you actually go through.
Alright, you finished, bro?
Yeah.
Alright, Jeremiah 2, and start from verse 13. It says, for my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters,
Right.
and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water.
Yeah, and that's all these gods, you see me? Them people are called upon and it's government, so these people look to for deliverance, you see me? Any little thing happen, I guarantee you. And I'm interview the next man on the street, he might say, Andrew, you need to come fix this. You see me? Like legit. You understand
Nobody
me?
is saying that we need to repent so God can fix it.
Can. Everybody will look on
Brother,
the
it's
first
like a
man them can't
sacrifice.
see. Yeah.
You go to them call to the government, 'cause them, you know what them say? We are paid tax.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to help you. Just like when they say, God, may I sacrifice to you. Why you not help me? And the same concept.
It says, is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
Yeah.
The young lions rode upon him and yelled, and they made his land waste, and the cities are burned without inhabitants.
Because we're supposed to, we're supposed to be living. According to the promise and according to the blessing we would inherit, nations would have been tributary unto us. See? And them would have been taken care of. You know what I mean? Plus, the Heavenly Father would have make whatever farm, whatever vineyard them have, whatever resource them have, the most I make them work and them are going to increase.
Right?
You know, and then
they would come on social media a few months back. They say everything went in China. Remember?
yeah, remember him. Yeah, that wouldn't be we.
Actually, one of the blessings say everything where you put your hand to, I go prosper.
Exactly.
You just say that.
Exactly. But then you disobey.
Right.
And then everything we are put you to now prosper.
Right.
You know? So
And
that,
even when you prosper financially, you get plagued other way.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
So
That's
you
it,
get the
man.
money and something else.
Something
get
else,
prior.
man. Something else.
Yes,
And that's what happened to Salakia.
Go on.
That's what happened to a lot of our people who look prosperous in this society. So you might see a nigga up top and say, yo, that nigga there, yo, up on the car with the dog. The things that we have to do because of Esau world. You know what I mean? The things that we have to do for actually inherit such thing.
So that mean,
You're not going to do that, man, if you have morals.
Why scripture say it's a shame to speak of the things that are done in secret.
Exactly, man. Exactly. You know? And that's what the devil wants, to have a piece or little crumbs in our society.